Good morning. It's great to see you again. How are you? Hope you're safe and well. It has been an extraordinarily busy and stressful week here in the business at TT Environmental. So I am drinking my strong coffee early from one of our new mugs. If you are a regular Chemicals Coffee Time watcher or reader of the weekly email newsletter, and you want to get hold of your own version and not this slightly rubbish draft version, then I'm just going to pop the link below this video because I know we've had quite a bit of interest in them. And who am I to disappoint my readers and watchers, eh? Right, bear with me while I do this link. Hang on. Drat. There we are. That's the mug link. That's got that bit out of the way. That will keep our marketing advisors happy. Anyway, on with the actual news. Right, what we have for you is something really quite important, which is the Corrigendum to ECHA. Now, this has been kind of working its way through Europarl. It's literally, I think it was Thursday, it was passed. And what that does is it takes some of the mistakes that were made in the Legislative Act and it corrects them, or the ambiguities. Now then, let me just see if I can find the actual link because I distracted myself with the mug. But my goodness, I do need strong coffee today. So the Corrigendum document, I'm just putting the link below this video now. And one of the big things is, you may remember there was a real ambiguity over bringing in the timeline for fold-out labels on larger packs. That has been clarified as being 18 months. Because it could have been 18, it could have been 24, it depended how you read the reference within it that then was sort of hanging because it was in a previous thing that hadn't been brought through. It was all usual, very, very complicated stuff. But anyway, that Corrigendum is out. And I want to give a big shout out to the various trade bodies who flagged this up to us and helped us with understanding some of the implications, including the deadline. There's a whole load of other stuff there. Now, if you are interested in the details, obviously Chemicals Coffee Time is an email weekly newsletter as well. And that link that I put to the mug also has a link to a sign-up page where you can go in and access the archive too. So if you are interested in what people's first thoughts are, and it's not just the deadlines, there's a few bits and pieces that have come through to us already, then go on that link and you'll be able to sign up and access that. But only after 9:30 because it goes live at the same time as the email's sent out. So that's the Corrigendum, very, very briefly. And the other thing about it is, if you have any thoughts on what it means for CLP, then please, email them in and I will circulate it as widely as possible, because as usual with these big pieces of legislation, unpicking the impacts and how they relate to each other and what the implications are will take some time, and it's a work of many minds, not just one person reading it and going, I know everything. European law does not work like that. Right, so that's the EU side of things. GB side of things, there is a GB-CLP survey doing the rounds at the moment, and this is only for people in the GB supply chain who are dealing with CLP products. But it's a fairly short survey, and I wanted to pass it around as many people as possible. So let me just type this up, GB supply chain companies only. Yes, I have filled it in on behalf of one of our consumer companies that we do CLP and SDS work for, just because we're the people who do that on their behalf. But yeah, going through the survey, it looks to me like they're looking at GHS, maybe revision 9, because we're currently on 7. So it's just a bit of it's not just about feeding back to the HSE, it's also just a bit of a heads up about where they're thinking of going, and no doubt where the EU is thinking of going as well. But like I say, please play this with a straight bat, only respond if you are a GB company in the GB supply chain, as it were, or you're acting on their behalf for CLP matters. Right, so we've done the work side of things. I bet you're thinking, what have we got for reasons to be cheerful? Well, I did mention at the start of this video that it's been a bit of a week for us. And I thought what we need to really cheer us up is a longer reasons to be cheerful. So here we have Peter Kay, his greatest of all time hits, which is like an hour and 10 minutes. I defy you to watch even 5 minutes of this without killing yourself laughing. And it's a surefire way of cheering you up when you've had the kind of week like we've had here. However, as we have to say, when it's a busy or an awkward week, this too shall pass, and hopefully next week will be better. In the meantime, I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to be able to chat to you again next week, if we're sparing. Bye.